I've reviewed over 100 queer movies since the beginning of last year, but not all of my videos have gotten deep enough. For movie number 2 of my re-review series, we're picking back up a more recent selection that has gotten, I think, the highest volume of discourse and comments out of any of the reviews that I've made. Let's talk more about Morris. I think this was recommended to me dozens of times over the course of about a year, so it doesn't surprise me that people would object to my giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I don't like to spoil much in my initial reviews, but I ended up getting a lot of the same types of comments telling me that I didn't get it, that I was wrong, so we need to go deeper. I do understand that Clive abandoning his sexuality and his love for Morris just to hold on to his power and wealth is the point of the story, but if the beginning parts of the film are filled with intellectual debate and emotional intensity between the two men, then I would have expected that to continue through the climax, but it didn't really do that. I feel like we got one short discussion with not much fight from Morris, nor any internal conflict on Clive's part, before Morris decides, oh, okay, and goes on to settle with Scudder. And yes, he is settling. He looks down on Scudder and is very dismissive of him initially, and it doesn't really go deep into how or why he changes his mind. He just does after Clive rejects him. Based on what I've read about the book in people's comments, it seems like at least some of these things could have been done better. The romance that Morris and Scudder do go on to cultivate is comparatively shallow, and it left the ending of the film feeling rushed and muddled. And if I feel that way when the film is already almost 2.5 hours long, we got a problem. People insist that the source novel is amazing, and I might read it someday, but for now, I gotta judge the film. They definitely nailed the aesthetic and the romantic components here, but the dramatic components left something to be desired, and the dialogue was too quiet relative to all the other sound in the film, which is a pet peeve of mine that I cannot shut up about. I'm sticking with 4 stars here, and I've now said my piece, so you may continue to come at me if you wish. And let me know in the comments if there are any other movies you want me to rehash.